Hey y'all, it's Mandy with Mandy's Creations, and today I have a huge folio slash journal set. It is based around specimens, nature, those kinds of things. So if you're interested in something like that, then stick around because we're going to go through this. Okay, so this is going to be, let me show you the top. This is how thick it is. This is the back. Got a little frog, side flowers, and then we've got this. So let's look at the spines real quick. They do match. This is the dangle. It's got a, dragonfly. Couldn't think of the word. Lots of different charms with nature. Okay. So let's jump right into this. This is a big one. This is a big one. Okay, so it opens up like that. The journal comes out like this. We will start on the folio first. Starting from, let's get this out of the way. This side. Okay, so we've got a little, I get it out, envelope that opens here. We've got a real leather covered notebook for you to put your field notes in, specimen card in there. Okay, this just wraps around and it is attached so you won't lose it. We also have an envelope that has lots of ephemera and some specimen cards in there. Okay, and you can write on all the backs of these. Lots of specimens. Specimen card there. And then we've got this envelope. I made these envelopes for this journal and they turned out so cute. This one has Velcro. They're all different. This one has Velcro. And then we've got some ephemera inside there. And then it has a pocket in the back with your daily agenda. Okay, so that is the first envelope, the first part of the folio. Stuff all that stuff back in there. And we'll get it to close, barely, but we got it to close. All right, so we'll put these back in here. We will close this up. There we go. We've got a signature here for more field notes if you need. Quite a few pages there. Cute little birds on the front. This opens up. Got a pocket with an envelope and a card. Oh, let me bring those down. Envelope and a card in there. And again, this envelope has ephemera in it. And it does have a back pocket with ephemera. And that is a vellum pocket with mushrooms on it. Here we have two clear pockets, two acetate pockets, and there's tags and ephemera in all of them. In both of them, I should say. Okay. This folds out. We've got a tuck spot here with a bunch of ephemera. We've got anything you'd like to put here. Flip it over. This flips out. This is a pocket. More ephemera. And then your back pocket has a bunch of ephemera and tags in it as well. So this closes and then it opens again. Another acetate pocket with an envelope that I made with the pocket in the back. And we've got two different pockets here with ephemera. These open up. There are two more flaps inside. They open up. And there's two more pockets with ephemera. We've got this that opens up. You've got a clipboard clip back here that you can put whatever you'd like. Again, another envelope with ephemera and a pocket in the back. This also has a spot for your pen. Okay. So we can close this. Now this part in the middle is where the journal goes. This is where your journal goes. But behind the journal, we've got specimen cards. We've got a large specimen card back in the back as well. That's really glaring. A large specimen card in the back. Okay. And then on the other side, try and get this in frame. We have a vellum pocket with some flowers and bees, another envelope. This flips up, some pretty deer up here. We've got waterfall pockets with tags everywhere in all the pockets. Even this little acetate pocket at the bottom are tags. We're going to flip this over. We've got another pocket with larger tags. And then we have this tuck spot back here with a bunch more ephemera. Okay, so that is the folio. Let me move this out of the way. This is the journal. Move this like that. There we go. So again, this is the spine, beaded spine. Lots of pretty beads in neutral, kind of the color flow of the book. Got a giant, what am I trying to think of? Specimen card on the front. I'm going to go ahead and untie this. All right, let's get into this. This has got a ton of ephemera in it, if you can't tell by the first pocket. Up here it says specimen journal. Then we've got their specimen cards and pockets, lots of tags and cards, daily agenda, mushrooms, all kinds of fun stuff, library cards. Okay, the pockets all have different stuff in them, but they are stuffed. So we'll try and go through this journal page by page real quick. I'm just going to kind of go through it. It does have vintage book pages in it from plants and animals. So this has plants and animals, mostly plants, but there are some animals in it as well. Here is a pocket. Got a bunch of ephemera in there. Got these smaller pages, these smaller mushroom pages. Plenty of writing space in this as well. Another pocket stuffed full of ephemera. It's a specimen card in here. And we've got a hidden paper clip with a piece of ephemera under there. This is the hidden paper clip. There is an envelope with all types of ephemera. Like I said, this book has a ton of ephemera. So if you love nature or mushrooms or anything like that, this would definitely be a cool book for you. It is a big journal. It's a big everything. The folio is quite big itself, but they do match. They do go together very well. I made sure to make sure everything goes together. Put that down. There we go. Lots of writing space. Lots of places to put photos or more specimen cards. I thought these vintage books were pretty cool to include, and they were a little bigger than the page sizes, and I didn't want to cut them down because they have like a lot of information and stuff on them, so I put them sideways, which I think turned out rather well. Another pocket stuffed with ephemera. When I say these pockets are stuffed, they're stuffed as much as I can stuff them, trust me. If you know me and you know my journals, you know that I kind of go a little overboard with the ephemera, but that's just my thing. So love it or hate it, that's just me. Another pocket stuffed. Another pocket. That was just the first signature. Now we're into the second signature. Second signature. Another stuffed pocket, another envelope stuffed with ephemera as well. This had some cool stuff on it. Got an envelope stuffed with ephemera in there as well. Love these vintage pages. There's so much cool stuff on them. I was reading a lot of it when I was putting this together. It's pretty cool. There's specimen card. If you're wondering how many pages and how much ephemera, I don't, the pages I can probably do the ephemera. I honestly haven't even counted it. I don't know that I will. Here is another envelope stuffed with ephemera. So when it comes to tags and everything, I don't know that I'll put a number on that. It's well into the hundreds. I know that much. But whether you want to use it as a journal or you just are a collector, I know there are collectors of these types of things, journals. Um, it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool one to add to your collection. Very full, very stuffed, very big. I mean, the folio itself is almost a whole journal. And we are getting close to the end of the second signature. And that is the second signature. And for the last signature, stuffed pocket. Kind of used a little bit of everything in this one. I didn't make the kit or anything. I kind of use a combo of a lot of different um, items, as you can see, to try and make it all come together. I didn't want it to be just one type of thing. So you'll see the pages are also filled with specimens and animals. Love this one. Pocket. But again, plenty of room to write, plenty of room for photos. You can see the blank pages. They just got a mushroom or a flower or something on them like this. You can absolutely write on this or put a photo. Another envelope that's got ephemera stuffed in it. And these are actually, you'll find several of these in the book, and they're actually bookmarks. Microscope there. And that brings us to the end of the book. I will put something here. I've left it blank because, it hasn't hit me yet. But I wanted to get this out there for you guys. So there will be something here, whether it be a waterfall or another pocket or big specimen card. It'll be something in the back here. So that is the journal. Let's see if we can get all of these in the frame. Again, this is the folio that goes with it. The journal just sits down like this. You bring this side of the folio up. Go. It's a tight squeeze. You don't even have to put the journal in there if you don't want, but this is how it's going to look when you tie it all back together. And these are also beaded for that one signature that I told you about. So if you have any questions, just drop a comment, send a message, and we would be more than happy to help you. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for all the likes. We do appreciate it. We are trying to grow our channel. So if you can share this out and like and subscribe if you haven't already, we would really appreciate it. So until next time.